Hello, Mana Stone tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3, also known as Trials of Mana, for the Super Nintendo, with me, Blue Ankylo. Last episode, we gathered our party up, we got our first boss fight, got our first element, Lumina, so we've got a light element attack spell and a healing spell, because our party has mages, and, what else is going on? Well, the Beastman attacked Jad and Wendell, and that kind of messed our plans up a little bit. Charlotte's grandfather, the Priest of Light, is ill because he put up a barrier. And Duran is, I guess, heading back to his hometown to find out about another Mana Stone. There are, of course, 8 we'll need to visit, as with 8 elementals. Gotta catch them all. Hey there, T-Dogs. Be nice to be not poisoned. So one thing that we do get by having enemies with levels is there's a little bit of reuse of enemies. It's actually not too bad. Because you can fight a couple enemies at level 1 and then the same enemy again at level 10. And it's nice to see them a couple times without them being complete pushovers. Hey look, there's your map! We're halfway to the town of whatever it was. But yeah, I don't mind having enemies show up a couple times with higher levels. There will be, you know, I'm sure just like in Secret of Mana and most Super Nintendo games, there will be recolored sprites for stronger enemies at some point. But I mean, that's just a nature of these games. Most Super Nintendo games have some sort of recolor at some point, because I mean, there's just limited space on those old cartridges for every single enemy to have a unique sprite, but also they have like a full animation set and attack set and everything. Even that Rabbite, someone had to draw quite a few frames of animation for. So if we find a dark Rabbite later on, let's not spoil it, though. This game has a rather notorious super boss later on. We'll talk about it someday. Oh, I missed both my... Well, I had such a good super attack there. Could have hit them both with the last swing. Hey, where'd you guys come from? Getting a little bit low on HP. Gotta be careful here. If the, Chobin Hood uses his special attack, he could probably one-shot Charlotte right now. Oops. I'm still used to the Secret of Mana controls, so this is gonna happen fairly often as I try to cast a spell or try to get to the menu and I go the wrong direction. I think, generally speaking, I prefer Seiken Densetsu 3's button configuration. But I got used to playing Secret of Mana for the last couple weeks, so I've got everything backwards. A is B, B is A, X is Y, Y is X kind of thing. Also, here's Stone Split Gap. This is where Duran, this is kind of where Duran's intro ended, was this big bridge and then heading into Stone Split Gap. So I think we got about this far before the cutscenes took over and we just, you know, teleported kind of to Jad, basically. I want to show you what's below this area before we go through back to Duran's starting area, though. Why can I not select Angela? I don't know why. I guess if your characters are in like a recovery animation, you probably can't select them to cast magic. So, I mean, that's pretty similar to the Secret of Mana. It's just, you know, mechanically a little bit different. You can't even select them, rather than in Secret of Mana where you could select them, but they wouldn't let you cast magic. Or really do anything, items or anything. So I'm just going to head down here first, just to show you guys what's down this direction. Let's do some magic. Take that. It doesn't hit all that hard, but, you know, it's really nice to have some alternate elementals, basically, and Angela will eventually get all the elemental spells. And, that will give us a lot of ways to take advantage of enemy weaknesses early on, and it'll be real nice on boss fights. I actually think having Angela on your team early on is definitely one of the nice, like Charlotte might not be the most important early on, but Angela is really quite nice. Because otherwise you won't get magic at all for quite a while. I would expect one of the more powerful parties would be probably Kevin, Angela, and somebody else. Pick your preference. Merchant Town Byzer. This is where I was trying to get to. This is the Merchant Town of Byzer. Merchants Guild has received intel that magicians of Altina to the north are preparing to attack. You could be one of their spies. Well, we do have a magician with us. Get away. So I traveled all the way down here just to show you it's a dead end, but... Hey, we're getting some XP on the way and getting some time to chat. Maybe we'll get a level up before we make it back to Valsina. Anyway, I do like the combat system of this game. Action RPGs are pretty nice. A little bit more in-depth than just holding A, fighting Final Fantasy style combat all the time. And positioning does make a difference. Oh good, another level up. Excellent. I really do think that for the most part with Angela, you just want her intellect maxed out as quickly as you can, because that'll directly affect her spell damage, which is her main use right now. Although, if you happen to know how to unlock spells quickly, there may be situations where adding some spirit early would be better, because I believe different stats to the intellect will be used to unlock certain spells for all the different characters. Same thing with Duran. At some point, he will need some other stats. But we'll be fine for now. And you could turn her into a melee character for the moment and basically just give her a bunch of strength, and then her regular attack would be far more useful than having 2 strength. But I'm thinking long term. Give me that magic. Alright, so the bridge from our introduction. Uh-oh. It's the princess! We're surrounded by mage girls! Princess Angela, you are charged with treason and sentenced to death by Her Majesty the True Queen! Wait, what? What did I do? She just starts to cry. Oh, wait, what are you doing? Oh no! You are criminal, Angela! I do kind of like the interactions between Charlotte and Angela. Although Charlotte is annoying with her kid voice, there are some pretty good interactions. Silence! You are enemies of the kingdom. Bring out those magic devices. We'll trap them on the bridge. Take this! Huh? Magic devices? Oh no! They got robot bosses! With fists. Boy, that was a lot of damage to open up this fight with. Ouch. Alright, well we got magic of our own. Let's target the one on the left. And we're gonna need some healing stats. Boom! 55 to... Wow, we're getting wrecked. Carly, I'm gonna need you to really prioritize healing right now. It's good though, our physical damage is doing like 9. So the magic damage is hitting good. And I do think if we can spam out... Oh, we're running low on MP. I can't select Carly right now. If we can just kill one of these guys, it'll be a lot easier. Come on, Carly. Oh, you're out of MP. Right. Angela's got the MP. So we gotta throw some candy on the kid. On not the kid, on Angela. Alright. We'll be fine. Early game bosses, they don't joke around. Missile attack. 90 damage. I said we'll be fine. Stop hitting me with missiles. Ow. It's okay, I can take it. That's why we got all the candy. Angela, I need more magic. Kill him. She's actually got lots of MP. We just need to get that spell off. Now, she's not doing a ton of damage, but these guys do have a lot of physical defense, so that 60 damage, that's a few attacks in a row, basically. I think we managed to iframe that missile attack. If we can just kill one, we'll be okay. We got animation lock a little bit. Alright, keep at it, team. We got them together now. I can hit 2 for 1 if they get close together. That means they can as well, but... But yeah, enemies in this, or bosses in this game do get a ton of HP, so you gotta really stack it on them. Oof. They keep using their rocket fists. So I don't know which one's which anymore. They stacked up too well. Alright, well, we're out of MP for our mages. Now is when having Kevin would sure be nice. Ah, we got him. No problem. We got him stuck in the corner. Comboed on them a bit. You won! Alright, we beat up your stupid robots. Everyone retreat! Someone's nearly dead, though. Oh. Hello there, robot friend. It's a bomb! How is there bombs in this magical kingdom? Ah, man. Sure was nice when we had a bridge. I'm sorry, this is my fault. No kidding. Leave it to Altinish mages to mess everything up. Huh. Well, maybe you should just have collapsed right along with that bridge. Get a whoop, you two! Do either of you know why Altina magicians are here? We already fell down one waterfall, House of Fudge. We can't fall down another. Altina is preparing to invade other kingdoms to search for the Mana Stones. If the mages are here, we can bet a Mana Stone is nearby. We need to find a Hero King and ask him where the stone and its elemental are. But how do we get to Valsina with the bridge down? But how? Alright, we'll go for a little bit of intellect on the child that can't speak correctly. Make her a little bit smarter. Hey, she learned Twinkle Rain! What does that spell do? I believe this is the status cleanser. If you're poisoned, it'll get rid of it, or whatever other things. Twinkle Rain. They should have renamed it Twinkle Wayne to fit her personality. You're gonna laugh at where the elemental of Earth is, though. Anyway, how could we possibly get across a broken bridge? Maybe we should go back to the last town and ask around. Also, unlike Secret of Mana, I believe you get full MP after a boss fight. I don't think that was ever a thing in Secret of Mana, so... It's kind of nice. Another sort of perk for having, another perk for mages. Cannon travel? No way. He couldn't have fixed that cannon that quickly, could he? I could have got some treasure. Sadly, at the moment, oftentimes enemies die before we can cast our magic for random encounters. But I really do think Angela helped quite a lot on that last boss fight, so. Yeah, the Djap translation was not nearly as annoying with Carly. It's like Square decided, or Square Enix nowadays, they just decided they had to give her a speech impediment for some reason for the remake, and then therefore the official translation. I really can't say I'm a huge fan, but it is what it is. I mean, Carly was always a bit of a kid act, like she always acted very young. Aw, Grandpa! It doesn't sound too bad for her, but they take it a bit far. Everybody hates it, Tim. That's why I brought her. If only we had, like, Chrono Trigger dual techs, then this game would be perfect. Alright. Looking good. Almost back to town. I guess there's some enemies with bows. So if we die to enemies with bows later on, then you can say bow is still the strongest weapon. But the Chobin Hoods, they've got whips these days, so we'll have to wait to find a bow enemy. If there even is one. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played all the way through an official translation yet. I haven't played either the remake or all the way through this game. The official translation here. So that's kind of what I'm testing out, is just how much it offends me. I expect I prefer the original fan translation more, probably, but I haven't played my way through this one, so we'll see. Maybe she gets better, you know? Maybe. Odds are a bit slim, but you know, you never know. All right, well, we've been to this town before. You know the drill. Let's have a little snooze. And then, yeah, where could we possibly go? The bridge is out, we can't sail anywhere, and the merchant town doesn't want us to go in. Sylphid's Day. Also, the elementals have a fair bit different personality than they did in Secret of Mana. Although I hear the elementals in Secret of Mana have different personalities depending on what translation or what language you're playing the game in, so who knows what's canonical on those. The bridge is down. Oh-ho, I see. Have no fear. With my Hyper Deluxe Cannon Super Cannon version 2, I can fix all your problems. It was definitely not called that the last time we were here. Did you rename it? Oh, never mind that. You need to come to my backyard again. Lickety-splickety. Uh-huh. Hyper Deluxe Super Cannon Mark II Ultra Fail Never Good Luck See You Later Bon Voyage Cannon. Isn't she a beauty? This is the revolutionary Ultra Fabulous Triple Cannon number 2. Uh-huh. And yeah. I got so caught up making this that I forgot about ignition fuel. I need some nitramite. Can you grab me some? I've got too much work left on my next invention to get it myself. You'll be fine. We're also almost assuredly the first people to ever test out cannon travel. If you're looking for my brother, he went out. Also, where do we get nitrolite? I guess we're looking for fuel. Guess we'll ask around. Hey kid, where do we find some nitrolite? Yeah, he's not gonna tell us. He's just a little kid. Head west and go to the merchant town that you can't get into because there's monsters and they won't let you in. Welcome to the free city of Maya. We normally trade with Jad, except not when the beastmen attack. The entrance to Dwarf Tunnel is in Stone Split Gap. That's where you can find those folks. What folks? Fuel, huh? Now that you mention it, I think there was something like that in Dwarf Village. Dwarf Village. I tried to sail west to Byzer, but they turned me away. Said they didn't want any outsiders in the city. Yeah, I tried to go to Byzer too. Nitrolite. Pretty sure the dwarves use that stuff in the mines to dig tunnels. Go to Dwarf Village. There's a secret entrance in Stone Split Gap, just before the bridge. That's all I know. Wow, isn't that tricky? So, there's a secret in Stone Split Gap. I don't think anyone else gives us any more clues, so basically we just go walk back again. This is kind of the point of the game that's a little bit like climbing that mountain over and over again, but at least you don't have to switch to the whip. There's no flowers to put you to sleep, and you're low enough level that getting some combat early on is still not a bad idea. But they do make you travel through this like 5 times. But it's only a few screens, and yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Getting hit by darts. All this to get across a bridge. It wouldn't be so bad if the gap was closer to the town, but the gap is right by the bridge that we want to cross, and we've got to walk, basically walk to the bridge twice, just to get across the bridge. Anyway, it's nice to see Duran kind of tearing through all these enemies so quickly. Couple points in strength, and we are definitely wiping these guys out pretty fast. One-shotting most enemies, or at least killing them quickly. Okay, so someone's got to remind me next live stream. My plan will be to adjust the dialogue, like the dialogue box border menu type, the background, in between each stream. So right now we got that green texture. Next stream I want to change that so we can keep track of what stream we're on for the future tubers. Alright, there's a secret in Stone Split Gap. Wonder what it is. So if you're a kid playing for the first time, the game doesn't really give you much of a tip. You just have to click on the statue, and then your guys will talk about it, rather than just save the game. It's kind of cheaty, but hey, it's not that hard if you just click on the statue. Anyway, Dwarf Tunnel is supposed to be around here, right? What will you do? Fairy, you want to help? Looks like a typical cave to me, sorry. Alright, let's try again. How about Lumina? I finally get to work out! See this wall here? It's actually an illusion made with refracted light. Cool, huh? You know, they used to call this place Gem Valley because of all the crystals in the rock walls. That's how the dwarves disguise the entrance. Here, look. This big rock looks normal, but I can shine my light to nullify the illusion. It's very anime. Thanks. Here's what the entrance to Dwarf Tunnel really looks like. Now go on, get in there. Alright, down into the bowels of the earth we go. Wonder what we'll find down here in Dwarf Cave. Not a lot of dwarves right now. Probably all got eaten by Oh, no, there's some drawers.
As I live and breathe, topsoilers. You done saw through our trick entrance, did ya? Well, welcome to Dwarf Fortress.
I mean, village.
It's off to work.
Don't you do that translation, no.
Nitrum item? Watts had some in his shop, I think.
Topsoilers, get away! He actually runs away from you. Flee!
Out of the way, I got holes to dig. So stay back if you like your head where it is.
He's digging a tunnel. I can appreciate that. Tell you what, before we get into any trouble, I'm gonna just rest up and save the game. I don't think the dwarves care if it's night or day, so it doesn't really matter down here. We just sleep on the ground. I wonder where they get their hay from if they're underground like that. Gnome Day! Oh no! We're doomed. It'll probably take an entire day to get to the next boss, though, don't worry. But if we are underground, there could be an Earth Elemental boss, and if it's Gnome Day, we'd be screwed. You know all about our patron element, Gnome, I reckon.
His earthen powers protect us in the mines. We're lucky to have them.
Speaking of Gnome Day. I'm not saying it.
Welcome to Dwarf Armory.
Enjoy your upgraded swords, sorceress wands, and flails. At least the kid has a cool weapon, right?
Seems a waste to sell such quality weapons and equipment to topsoilers, but you might as well buy something while you're here.
So, at the very least, she does get a cool weapon type. Alright, Gladius. Another big weapon upgrade. Early on, the percentage increase between weapons is much higher than later on. But you can see very quickly that the non-melee characters don't get nearly the boost that a Duran does. Now, Kevin would have similarly large boosts, or Hawkeye or Rice. But yeah, we're going to hit real nice and hard with our melee lead character. Let's sell some garbage while we're here, though. So R button to sell other characters' junk, or person on right. L button to sell person on left's junk, and double R or double L to go back to Duran and sell his junk. I wish all the menus worked like that, but not everyone does. It's kind of weird. Armor shop. Now we find out if we have got enough money.
Us dwarves, we make weapons from the ore we dig up. Yep, they're all handmade.
I mean, in this day of age, everything's handmade, isn't it? Alright. Better common mail, or better mail. Better robe for the cleric. And a witch robe. It's interesting that basically every shop technically has 6 sets of armor and weapons, but they only sell what you can equip. I kind of like that style, honestly, for this game. It's a neat idea, you know. There's kind of gives you the idea that all the shops in the game sell stuff that you can't buy because you can't do anything with it. So you get different items depending on the characters that you bring, which, you know, I mean, like a real store would have a lot of stuff for sale, not just one sword. Oops. I hear in the remake, the armor, some of the armor sets change what your character animation looks like, your character, like, in-game artwork, whatever, assets. Freaking assets. So there's a lot of fan service in certain games. Okay, so Healing Light recovers HP. Twinkle Rain removes status effects. And if I switch over to Angela, just gives you a little bit more information. Alright, off we go. So where is this? I guess we could check the item shop. I could sell some armor too, but whatever. What's the shopkeeper done got a job to do? The tunnel's a mess further in. Hoo-hee, let me tell ya. Y'all turn right outside the village to go deeper in the tunnel. There's a lot of monsters, so you should buy some items first. I'm minding the shop. On that note, welcome. I think it's time we showed off one of the tricks for this game. So we're buying more candy than we can carry. What's happening to all these extra candies? Also, given the fact that this game does get difficult, let's cap out a few extra cup of wishes. So what is all this nonsense of buying more than you can even carry? Well, let's go and show something off. It's a bit of a bother, but which screen is it? Trade equipment. No, this is like a dumb screen that we never use. What screen am I looking for? Is it maybe start button? There we go. So the start button takes you to your storage screen. You can access this at any point that you're not in combat. You don't need to be in town or anything. And you can store like 99 of anything. So this is your active inventory, and you can only have so many slots. So you might not want to leave everything here because you can't, you know, if you pick, you can't bring like, you can only bring 9 of a single item and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 item types, and there's more item types than 10. So on this screen, you can switch things around, and if you use a bunch of medical herbs, or candies, or whatever, and then after combat, you can't change it mid-combat, but after combat, you could fill back up to max. So basically, you're limited in a single fight on how many items you can have access to. So before the boss starts, you might want to make sure you've got maxed out, you know, whatever healing items you need. But any encounter, you can basically have 9 candies, 9 cup of wishes, 9 chocolates ready to go later on between every battle, basically. So it's unlike Secret of Mana. It's much easier to bring, you know, long-term item like resource management for long dungeons. Anyway, we were suggested to go right here. Looking for Watts? He's further down the tunnel. Give me a sec. I'll make a path. You just buried him alive back there? Just explode everything? Ha! You're kind of weak for adventurers, huh? Be seeing ya. So yeah, they just like buried Watts behind the wall. He would never have gotten out. Anyway, to another dungeon. Now we've got Dragon Warrior slimes or Dragon Quest slimes. We've got Babbles. We're gonna die. As the enemy level goes up, so too does the trap level and damage. Oh man, those mushrooms get whacked. I do like how powerful Duran gets with buffing up his strength so much. I mean, like I said, Kevin's probably stronger overall, but Duran is fine. He's not bad. Duran might be one of the more durable characters. I think he's probably gets the highest, like, defense. Like, he's probably got the best armor set for physical defense. Pretty sure. Also, that's Watts up there behind, you know, we can't get to him or anything, but he's right up there. Although the most survivable party might have a certain Amazon in the party to help out. Oh, gotta get that treasure. So much candy. Mmm. And I'm just glad you don't have to wait for your party members to walk around like you did in Secret of Mana. Although the screens are a bit smaller, you can dash almost any time, and you don't get waylaid by... I guess we should have gone and talked to the dwarf first. I'm pretty sure we just have to keep... You keep going, basically, and you can check in on where Watts used to be. And I should have checked him. Should have checked that behind the scenes area there first. Because he's looking for some ore. Or he was. Yeah, I'm Watts. Who's asking? Oh, you want nitramite? Well, I got some here. It'll cost you, though, 5,000 gold. I guess you could probably grind up enough, but that would be crazy. No way. Not an easy mark. About 3,000. Well, that's a little bit more likely to grind up. Still too much. Guess there's no deal then. Hey, hang on. Oh, wait. I ain't got the time to chat. I'm looking for Gnome, our patron element. He ain't nowhere to be found. There's just been so many dang quakes and rumbles down here. I came to check on Gnome, but he was gone. What a mess. No time to waste. I'll be deeper in the caves looking for Gnome. No, wait. Now, it's kind of funny how they get so caught up that they just need the nitrolite to find the crystal near the castle, and the fact that we're supposed to be gathering up elementals for the fairy. That basically, we forgot all of that to get the cannon travel working. Because we came here to get nitrolite to get cannon travel. But the only reason we need cannon travel is so we can find another elemental and another mana crystal. Which, is probably right here. Because there's generally one elemental and one mana stone always together. That's kind of the rule. Because it's going to be like an earth mana stone with an earth elemental, of course. Even the fairy would know this. Uh-oh. It's time for a polter box. Level 7. I guess my mage was otherwise busy. Alright, you take him out, Angela. He's got a lot of physical defense, so, like, Duran's not hitting him for much. I think he's trying to cast magic on us or something. Just keep interrupting him. Keep him stun locked. Yeah, this is where you want to have that mage. Because most of your characters are doing like 1 to 10 damage on this guy. Too much defense. Alright, come on, give me something cool. Just some candy. Boo! Where's my cool stuff? Alright, I'm a sucker for treasure. Even if it's always trapped. Hey! So, your ability to dodge traps is, I think, tied to your agility or luck. It's probably your luck stat, actually. So, certain characters, or if you buff the right stats, will have lower risk of getting killed by traps. Which is pretty cool. And of course, there are still Sonics. Wouldn't be a Secret of Mana game without Sonics, right? And they're kind of kicking your butt a bit, just like always. Yeah. We'll heal up. Yeah, Hawkeye is very good at opening chests. That is one of his best perks. High agility and luck, and kind of has a passive ability to be very rarely killed by traps. But I'm pretty sure anyone can get better at it if you just, you know, train the right stats up. It's just Hawkeye is, like, naturally good. Alright, that worked a lot better. If you can just get the enemies kind of stun locked, boy, much easier to take down. We need a fan translation that just calls these Sonics. Gives them the correct name. Might want to do some healing again here. The Hobgoblin. So no longer do you have to worry about javelins or boomerangs to hit enemies on multiple layers. No messing around like that this time. So no intellect, but we're going to raise that spirit up a little bit. The way I remember it, you probably want to get her intellect and spirit to level 10-ish, just to make sure you unlock all the spells. I'll have to have a look at what unlocks all the various spells and elements with the different elementals, but I am pretty sure there are stat minimums for various spells, and you don't want to be too far below them. Hey, what are you guys doing? That's cheating! Casting magic on me? Only I cast magic. But yeah, I would say for a lot of the game, Charlotte is kind of dead weight. She's not doing very much damage, and her heals aren't really any better than having like a candy. And we can bring, like I said, basically infinite candies down here, so... Sure, she saves you a little bit of money, but candies are cheap. And she can only cast so many heal spells in a boss fight. 9 candies is probably better than 1 Charlotte for a fairly long time. I mean, I like her, but I think she might be the least useful character in the team most of the time. Late game, she's a nice value, but early on, not so good. Am I winning? Well, are you watching? What does it look like? We haven't even died once yet. It'd be nice to get a golden statue, but I guess I'll take a save here just in case. Just in case the worst case scenario happens here. AKA killed by mole bears. I guess a lot of the value of your AI allies is really more the stun lock effect, the knockback of the enemies. So, even though the two of them, the girls, aren't doing a lot of damage, as long as they keep doing some damage, they keep the enemies in the recovery animation longer. So at least that kind of, I mean, they contribute. One thing I forgot to do earlier, and I usually do this. We can control their AI a little bit. So we want them generally to be helping me. So right now they're set to attack the nearest enemy. What we're doing is we're telling them to attack the same target that we're attacking. So they will team up to defeat the same enemy. And they can use their skill if they have it. Alright. And yeah, Angela took a pretty big whack again. Oops. Another Ankylo point for everybody. I guess the main thing is once Charlotte gets AoE healing, that's when she's like actually really helping out the party, because healing the whole group in one action is very, very useful. Wish I had a little bit more MP. This sure looks like a suspicious dead end. You're waiting for 5,000 for a bow? But the bow wasn't the best weapon in the game, was it?
Where'd this hole come from? I got a bad feeling.
You should have a bad feeling.
Ah, do you hear that? I ain't gonna stick around. Later.
Probably good decision. Now you're trapped. Well, we got magic ropes. We can get out of here, right? Uh-oh. Jewel Eater. Sure hope it's not Gnome Day. It would be real bad if it's still Gnome Day, though, I can tell you that. Because we're gonna get gem missiled. Alright, magic's hitting for about 60. Unlike the crab boss, right now, angry fat Sonic, we can usually hit. So the good news is our special attack is about the same strength as the magic attack. So we've got a couple ways to hit reasonably hard. Unfortunately, Charlotte and Angela are going to get whacked pretty good here because, you know, they're not going to stay away from the giant mole bear. But I'm going to burn all that MP into him. Oh no, now he's blocking. I think magic still works through the block, though. We'll see. Ah, yeah, we're fine. Alright, you guys might want to get out of the way, maybe? Well, diamond shards. If it's Earth Day, that's gonna hurt. 53 is not that bad. I was expecting it to be closer to like 100. Some bosses also get stronger when they're about halfway dead in this game. So there could be an argument to save your MP for when they're about halfway dead and they start powering up quicker. I forget if this is one of those. That one just hits everybody though, that's great. Okay, so everyone's got to stay above about 50 HP. And I think we only have one more healing spell left. Yeah. And we've got a couple more of our holy lights. Nice to have it for the boss, though. We didn't have it against the first big boss. And again, like, the magic damage is not that amazing right now, but she'll only get more powerful. Alright, so I think we can expect another charge attack here in a second. And let's heal up Angela a little bit more. Hopefully this will carry us through to the end of the fight. It would be nice if staying kind of below him... Oh, he just used some magic anyway. You fool! Angela's good against magic. It would be cool if there was a little bit more, what you call it, positional defense against some of these attacks. Sadly, this game doesn't have a lot of multiplayer. I don't think it has... I'm not even sure if it has two-player multiplayer, but there is a ROM hack that will add that in. That's where the damage starts packing up, though. That's the spell we didn't want to see. So we can recover out of that 3 times. It has 2-player? Okay, I gotcha. I think there's a hack that gets to 3-player. Yeah, that's all I was thinking. If you want to play with smart people that could all positionally move out of the way. Come on, Sonic. Time to die. Decrease defense. Oh, he's getting mad now. Sadly, Duran's the only one that really hits him for any serious damage. We're gonna start running out of healing pretty quick here. I'm gonna chocolate up Duran. He's got to survive. He's the only one hitting right now. If you brought other melee characters besides the mages, now's the time when things would be a little bit better for you. Another good fight for Nighttime Kevin. Now he's got lots of defense. Oh, he's gonna do his jump. Better heal up Angela a little bit. Don't worry, we've still got 4 candies left. Our boss is usually the stinky? Yes. Early game bosses have a ton of HP. Well, the bosses in general are tough, but yeah. And we're using one of the lower DPS parties because we don't have... we've got 2 mages that have almost no magic and low MP. And we only have 1 real, like, physical damage dealer. You could have 3 physical damage dealers on this fight, and it would go much quicker. Now, we wouldn't have had any healing magic, but that's not really been the problem. The problem is surviving long enough to kill this guy. And if we were doing, like, 3 times the damage, we probably wouldn't need to use as many healing potions. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. Oh boy. Well, we're about out of healing now. I sure hope he's nearly dead. What am I doing? Healing candy to Angela. And try to keep Charlotte alive as long as... Not that they're doing a lot of damage, but I'd rather have them alive if I can. Because if somebody dies, I need someone else to be alive to use a cup of wishes. Even though they're just doing 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Yeah, that's the problem with this party right now. We've got no way to recover MP, so we run out of MP and then we can't do much more damage. We got him. A few heals to spare, but not a lot. Wouldn't have wanted to come in at much lower level with this party. But there you go. Boss down.
Everyone doing alright? So that's the legendary subterranean monster Jewel Eater. Well, I'll be. The tunnel entrance you know as Stone Split Gap, we call Gem Valley. They say the Jewel Eater surfaces to the valley every 1,000 years. First Gnome goes missing, and now Jewel Eater appears. What in tarnation is going on?
Unbalanced party comp, just hard early game. A lot of party comps are difficult early on, unless you have Kevin. Well, my ears done started burning. Yeah, it's Gnome.
Gnome, you're alright.
Of course I'm alright. I was taking a nap, minding my own business, when Jewel Eater dug a burrow straight through my bed. If I hadn't have woken up, I'd have been that monster's lunch. Ha! Whew!
That ain't nothing to laugh about.
Gnome, we need your help. If it ain't fairy, been too long, sister. Which fairy is it, though? There was, like, more than one. With the power of the elementals, we can open the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana, please. Well, I ain't one down to turn a lady's request. I ain't one to turn down a lady's request. Leave it to me, miss. Hey, more magic. You only get it when you level up, though. Speaking of which... yeah, don't miss. Alright, as soon as we get to level 9, those girls might start learning some earth magic themselves.
Well, I'll be. You guys are friends with the great and powerful Gnome. Sorry for being so rude earlier. Here, you can have the nitramite on the house. Don't worry about it.
I think one time I had enough money to buy it. At like 3,000 gold. You don't get your money back. Here, take it. But you still have to go rescue Gnome. Because he won't give it to you till you rescue Gnome. But you still pay them, I'm pretty sure. Here, I'll send you right back to the entrance to Dwarf Tunnel with this magic rope. Y'all take care now. Give my regards to Gnome. Alright. Let's head back to town, and then we will call that an episode. I don't suppose we're nearly ready for a level up or anything. I'd love to show off some more magic. Let's see. The girls are 363 experience away and 401 experience away, which means no, we're not getting a level up today. Because we're going to get, like, at most, like, 40 or 50. But I do like the outdoor music around here. Hey, Robin Hood. We're stronger than we were last time. But yeah, I don't recommend saving up money and then buying the Nitrolite. I recommend just not grinding. Well, I guess it depends on your party composition, but killing the Jewel Eater with the wrong party with low levels would probably be very difficult, because you'll run out of healing items eventually, and if you're not dealing enough damage, you might not have enough lasting ability. You might have to just let your non-damage dealers die and just heal up Duran, or whoever your damage dealer is. Just let the dead weight be dead, maybe. Find a way to get through. Or make sure you're not on Gnome Day, which is possible what we were on. I didn't double check. I think we were in the dungeon long enough for it to be the day after. Too many rock slides. Where does it say what day it is? Not this screen. Oh, so by the way, that was with boosted magic damage, yeah. So I did exactly what I told you guys not to do. It was definitely Gnome Day. I should have waited one more day. And we were taking big damage from Gem Missile and Rock Slide. I don't know exactly how much, but more than normal. So if you're playing along and you're worried, change the day before you fight the Jewel Eater. Also, I believe your light magic, Lumina, does more damage and heals more during the day. At night, with shade time, your Lumina should be a bit weaker. We could probably test that out at some point. Maybe not right now, but... Now, of course, there's more enemies weak to Lumina at night, so there's a bit of a balance, because a zombie should take bonus damage from the element, but the element's base power is weaker because it's night. So, it's difficult to, it's a little bit difficult to test. You gotta make sure you're fighting an enemy that's not weak or strong to your element, and we can test some things out. I'm sure we'll get an Analyze spell at some point. Or ability. But yeah, no, most of the time you don't need to worry about the element of the day, but early on, with low resources, you probably want to take as little damage from magic as you can. Alright, so before we wrap up for today, I would like to restock my, oh no, this is armor. It's weapons and items. I want to buy some more candy, because we used, like, all of our candy. And we used a lot of chocolate, which we can't even buy yet. Candy only heals you 100 HP each, so it's going to be obsolete eventually. But for now, it's our best way of getting through bosses. But I generally feel like we're probably through the worst two early bosses, the Crab and the Jewel Eater. I guess there's one more rough one on a certain ship travel we'll talk about when we get there. that one's a bit rough too. But anyway, next time when we come back, we'll deal with some cannon travel. I'm sure things will go splendidly on our trip to back to Valsina, or Valsina is the Sword Kingdom. Altina is the Magic Kingdom. Although we've already found, I thought we already found the local elemental and mana seed, mana stone, but maybe there's another one nearby that we didn't know about. Who knows? We'll find out next time. So thanks for watching, future tubers. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I think Seiken Densetsu 3 will be a fine little game to follow up Secret of Mana. A little bit longer, a little bit more complicated, but I certainly enjoyed it. And trust me, our party composition it'll feel better as we get more elements. We're still early, and you know, we don't have a lot of MP or magic stats to make it look good. But Angela will start wiping bosses out real quick once we've got a range of elemental spells, and we can take advantage of their weaknesses. And Charlotte will keep us alive much more efficiently once she's got some new spells. She also gets a lot of buffs, if I remember correctly. Well, there's some options, but she generally gets some buffs, which will be quite useful as well. Even if she's not... Well, there's a different character that's more of the buff specialist, but anyway, we'll talk about that later on. I think you need to be level 17 before your first promotion, so we still got a long ways to go before we need to talk promotions, but there are branching promotion paths, in case you're wondering, and there are 4 final promotions, so each character has an option of 1 in 4 to what you want to do, and you get different spells, different abilities, different stat caps and stuff. It's pretty involved. So anyway, things to look forward to eventually. That is, of course, Duran's quest, is to get promoted. So maybe one of these days we'll find a mana stone and figure that out. Anyway, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, future tubers. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.